Now, the Cecil B. DeMille Award recognizes outstanding career contributions of actresses, actors, directors, writers, and producers in entertainment. This year, Oscar winner Viola Davis was honored with the prestigious award at the 82nd Golden Globe ceremony, which took place on Sunday in Beverly Hills, California. She spoke with Arise News anchor Oji Okwe on the red carpet. Let's take a look.
Oh my goodness, it is such a pleasure to have you here. We're with Arise 360, Arise News Nigeria. Thank you for talking to us. Yes, absolutely. Please say hi to our viewers.
Hi.
Would love to invite you to Nigeria. When would you like to come?
Whenever.
All right. Viola, you are one of the most phenomenal actresses in the world. How amazing is that? Tell us some of your biggest challenge that you face as a black woman doing film.
Oh, the biggest challenge has got to be the material. You know, finding the material that matches your talent, that matches just the complexity of who we are, that honors you. That has been the hardest challenge, I would say. Yeah, absolutely.
What advice would you give young African women aspiring to be like you?
Well, first of all, I would tell them to love their art form and to practice it as much as they can to the best of their ability. And then I would tell them to have a larger vision for their career. You know, that is not just about them, but about people who are coming behind them, to leave something behind. That's what I would say, yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most at the Golden Globes tonight?
You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to enjoying it, just basking in it, just celebrating myself, really. I'm going to say it, celebrating myself and other black artists and being with my husband. I am.
How incredible is it to be with
Well, it's awesome. It's always awesome, you know, and I'm always so proud of her, and she deserves everything that's happening to her. So we're going to have a good time tonight.
Absolutely.
My
That's
love.
what we're going to do.
Absolutely. We in Nigeria are very proud of you. Thank you so much, Viola. Please say hello, Arise.
Hi, Arise. Hi, Arise. Hello, Nigeria. Hopefully, I got Nigerian in me.
Thank you so much. You are beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, lovely interview. Well, for a recap on what went down at the Golden Globes, Arise anchor Oji Okwe and Judith De Silva join us now live from Beverly Hills, California. Hello, ladies. Is it good morning, good evening? I'm not sure what the time is over there. How's it going?
Good morning, Vimbai. It is morning right now. It's about 1:20 a.m. in the morning in Beverly Hills, California. We barely slept. But I mean, it was a great event, great night. Viola Davis was phenomenal. She received her award 2 nights before that actual ceremony, and she was handed the Globe by Meryl Streep, who is also a Cecil B. DeMille Award winner, as well as Sidney Poitier, Oprah Winfrey.
Tom
I mean, it is
Hanks,
one of the biggest award of the night, and it was great to have spoken with her. And I loved what she said, being, you know, aspiring to be greater than yourself. You know that Viola Davis was born into abject poverty. You know, there was alcoholism in her home, and the way that she was able to rise above all of that to become this amazing actress, it is such a great thing to be able to emulate her and see that she's doing so well. Over to you, Judith De Silva. You know that. You know what's happening.
She cannot ever switch off the news anchor.
Yes.
Like she wakes up in the morning and goes like, I had tea and coffee. It was delicious. She doesn't stop.
Really?
But it was a wonderful night. Yeah. And I think once, like we were just saying that the biggest stars always come towards the end of the red carpet window. And as they started flooding in, you could just see that it's like someone shot a jolt of electricity through OG, and she didn't care who she offended. She screamed so loud, everyone went deaf around her. She was like, Viola Davis, we're here from Africa. And then Viola's like, hi. And she's like, come here, talk to Nigeria. And I'm sitting there going like, this is the most wonderful thing I've seen in my life. I wish I had my phone rolling. But that's why she came. That's why she came. So, you know, that's what it takes.
But also you had a great interview with Sharon Stone on the red carpet. carpet. How's that?
Yeah, we're just teasing morsels. You will see all of it when we do the wrap up at the end of the week. But Nicole Kidman came over, Sharon Stone came over, Cooper Koch, who I interviewed for his series, he came over. There were just a lot of. The sentiment was that the Golden Globes is doing the right thing in rehabilitating its image, being more inclusive, being more embracing of the international talent and the broad, diverse talent that exists in the entertainment industry, even when you look at the spectrum of people who've been nominated, from Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, when you see that Fernanda Torres managed to take Best Actress over Angelina Jolie, who was the favorite. It shows that with those over 300 voters who are film journalists, they live it, they breathe it, they know it. You're asking the people who really govern their lives but appreciating the art to judge the art.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Over to you guys on the studio.
Fantastic. You both are looking very lovely, and I hope you're able to get some sleep, after this interview. But very quickly, one of the biggest winners of the night, Demi Moore, her first award, 45 years in the industry. It was quite an emotional night for her, yesterday night or last night. Tell us about that. How was it witnessing that live, and what other emotional or highlights from last night's ceremonies, and maybe a few controversies as well you can let us in this morning from what happened yesterday at the awards?
Well, Ayo Myra Essing, I love that you started off with Demi Moore, because I was really excited when I heard her speech. I mean, it was her first award. In 45 years she's been acting. And she said that, I thought to myself, when I got the script, I didn't want to do this because she felt like she was going to leave this acting career. And, I love that she was able to encourage the crowd to go for your dreams and continue to do what it is that you love. I love the speeches, Juditha, of the night. And I thought her speech was one of the ones that I admired the most.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd interviewed her just before the Golden Globes preparation started, because she was so surprised that she was even nominated. She was like, okay, clear my schedule. I'm going to talk to people. And then we got in. And you could just see in her energy, she's smiley, she's excited, she's happy. Because we know behind the scenes, she's also dealing with what Bruce Willis is going through and being part of the family that's kind of losing someone they care about so much, their patriarch. But you've got this new light come into your career, and she's celebrating that. And the speeches were wonderful. What I loved is that the artists were celebrating where they came from in their parents. Yes. You saw Adrian Brody had his two parents there. Sebastian Stan give a shout out to his Romanian immigrant mother. You saw Zoe Saldana instead of bringing her husband, her plus one was her mother. Yeah. There you seeing that they're all at a stage, because none of them are young. They're all at a stage in their career where retrospectively they understand what's valued, that I would not be here if these parents hadn't invested in me. And as Nigerians, we know the value of family and the respect for parents, and I loved that. And the kind of controversies I would say is surprise winners. Yes. When Sebastian Stan won, when Fernanda Torres won, it was a surprise, but I say it's a surprise in a good way to show that it is not all done and dusted, that the favorites might not be the winner. That's the value of these votes.
All right. I mean, talking about that, Juditha da Silva, Kieran Culkin.
I loved it.
Yes, I loved it. I mean, that it was his second consecutive win for the Golden Globes last night.
And it's because last time it was TV, this time it's film.
And this time it's film. So Kieran took home the best supporting role, and he beat Denzel Washington to it. It was, for me, I was gobsmacked when I saw that, because I was really rooting for
Denzel. I was, but to me, he wins in life. Anyway.
Yeah, he does. He's one of those EGOT winners. Absolutely. He's won everything from the Oscars to the Tonys to the Emmys. But I mean, it was his 11th nomination, Denzel Washington. I wish that he won the award, because of course, that I saw The Gladiator, and he's one of the actors that I admire the most. But it was a night of the speeches. I loved Nikki Glaser, who was the host of the night, and I loved that she was able to congratulate all of her colleagues, and she was able to mention their names in her opening monologue. And I also love that she was able to break down the people in the speeches, the people that they thanked. Guess what? It was 0 for God. What happened there? People were thanking their mothers. People were thanking the producers. I mean, half of the crowd, we wanted to see more. Yeah, she wanted to see more.
It's a historical thing, because the first time a woman solo has hosted the Golden Globes, so credits to Nikki Glaser.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think the celebration of Viola Davis is perfectly in order. One of those EGOT winners, one of those, triple Golden Crown winners, at these various awards. And, she deserves it. Just as also Demi Moore deserves to have won for the substance. She's 62, so Juditha, you are right when you say, well, these are not small people. And she made a statement that, well, it looks like the universe is not done with me. And now, 45 years after, she wins that award. I saw somewhere that you are planning to interview her. I hope you get a chance to have that interview with Demi Moore. But tell us about the unforgettable looks of the night, because there was the Globe Awards, Golden Globe, all these awards, without people sashaying, without the designers and the colorful attires, either by Ariana Grande or any other person. Even you yourself, I see that you have your own bit of unforgettable look of the Golden Globe Awards for 2025. Tell us about the fashion, the design side of it. Who turned out, in a fantastic manner? Emma Stone, Kate Hudson, Nicole Kidman, Cynthia Erivo, all those people, I've seen your own designs, but tell us about the other people who were there.
Well, firstly, I already have interviewed Demi Moore, and they ran the interview yesterday, but I understand, the posh, the morning show crew haven't seen it, so I'm very upset. But the fashion was on point, and what we did notice is that they're all very skinny. They're so very skinny, but very stylish. And what I liked is that when they come to the Golden Globes, it's not about kind of being risque and exposing themselves. They all understand the assignment.
Yes.
It's about being classic. It's about being demure. It's about understanding that something simple, something that that kind of highlights fashion as opposed to being exotic or evocative. I really appreciate that. And also beyond that, when you said, what happened after the show? This lady here, I'm going to expose her on the morning show right now. So now that Arise is a partner of the Golden Globes, they really rolled out the red carpet for us. So we actually went into the ceremony. We've got images from that we were there. We went to the private viewing party. We went to the after party. Her Royal Highness told me, and I quote Oji Okpe for everyone in Nigeria. I said, Oji, should I go get you a drink? I'm going to get some ginger ale. She goes, make it champagne. My system doesn't accept anything else. And I looked at her. I almost threw my shoe at her. And I actually went to the bar and I got it like an absolute groupie.
Like the princess.
And she was there. She drank champagne all night, did her duties, and was tanked up on Moët and Chandon. Oji Okpe.
But this woman is phenomenal. That's my favorite word of the night. But you are a complete superhero.
Thank you so
and you've
much.
done so well with Arise News and Arise Play. And because of Juditha, we were able to go into the viewing party. We were able to go into the actual ceremony. We met a lot of actors and actresses, producers, directors. And then you also have this great, amazing partnership with Arise Play and the Golden Globes. Yeah. Kudos to you, Juditha.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But not kudos to me, our glorious leader, the chairman.
Absolutely.
He's a visionary. And so he sees such great things for Nigeria and putting Nigeria in positions where the kind of partners you have, the kind of movements you have, the kind of residents that you ripple across the globe, not just within Nigeria, lets people know that Nigeria is where to be. Because even when I had conversations with executives in the after party, they would come up and go, we want to be in Nigeria, we want to be, and I would just respond by saying, to move in Nigeria, to vibrate in Nigeria, you've got to vibrate with Arise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You couldn't have put it any better. And what a way to round off, today's our conversation with you this morning. Thank you to you both. You've done a phenomenal job, borrowing Oji's word for the morning. And you deserve some rest. And maybe, Oji, a little bit more champagne for you this morning. Well, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your time in Beverly Hills. And of course, I just love the fact that we're able to tell or project Africa in the light it ought to be. Arise News and Arise Play, that is. And thank you so much for really showcasing that and being our ambassadors, there.